Hey guys, welcome back. So I want to talk about my current favorite beauty products, and I have like three products that not so favorite. So I want to start off with complexion products, and I have been, as you know, trying out a lot of foundations, and I just picked out like the three that I've been reaching for the most. And the first one is this Mercier. This is has such a long name. It's the Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I have it in the shade Nutmeg. This is such a beautiful foundation. I'm wearing it today. I love this foundation because it's so glowy and it just gives your skin a really pretty look. And I'm trying to stay away from having like a matte face since my skin has been dry. It's getting better, but this foundation is totally amazing. If you own it, you know what I'm talking about. Another foundation I've been loving is this new foundation that I discovered from Huda Beauty. I did a review of all these foundations on my channel, but I did a review of this foundation on my channel, and this is an excellent foundation. It's very similar to that foundation as far as how it sits on the skin and how beautiful and pretty it looks. It gives a nice luminous finish. The only thing with this is this only has 12 shades. And I have it in the shade Golden Rich, but this is a fantastic foundation. Next foundation that I've been loving, from the time I got this foundation, I love it. It's the Morphe Fluidity Foundation. It's very reasonable. It's under $20. I have mine in the shade 4.8. Oh, such a beautiful foundation. This is supposed to be a matte foundation, but it doesn't look matte on me. I mean, I always use strobe cream and stuff like that on my face, but I think this looks really pretty on the skin. Does not look too matte on the skin. It's almost like a satin matte. Very, very, very pretty foundation. This is a foundation I'm definitely going to repurchase over and over. I really like this foundation. I'm curious to see how it holds up in the heat as summer approaches. And this foundation, I recently bought it, but I think I've worn it almost every day since I got it, and it's the Natasha Denona, the Foundation X Plus foundation. I have mine in the shade Y88, or is it 88Y? Either, but I'm still drooling over this foundation. This is one of the best foundations I've used in a while. I also did a review of this foundation on my channel. It is fantastic if you're thinking of trying a Natasha Denona foundation. I don't know, but the other, I think she has 2 or 3. I haven't tried them, but I can speak for this one. It's really, really good. And I have been obsessed. I've been using this quite a bit. Continuing on with complexion products, there's quite a few concealers that I've been loving. I've also been loving the Morphe Fluidity Concealer to go with that foundation. Every time I use that foundation, I've been wearing this concealer. As you can see, wow, a lot of it is already gone. And it's rare for me because I have so many concealers, but I really dip into it. I can't see my shade. I'm blind in this literally, but this is such a good concealer. Gives a beautiful full coverage, doesn't look cakey under the eye. Very, very pretty. And I'm still, since I've been experimenting with using my fingers to blend up my concealer as per Beyonce's makeup artist, I really like that technique. It takes a little longer, especially when I'm in a hurry to go and you pat it out, but it's been working. But I love this concealer. Of course, I've been loving my Fenty concealer. I have it in the shade 380. What else can I say about this concealer? I've reviewed it on my channel. It's full coverage. It's nice and creamy. It looks really beautiful under the eye. I love this shade. Initially, when I got it, I thought I wanted a lighter shade, but this is the perfect shade for me. This concealer is everything. Next concealer I've been loving is this Jouer concealer. I don't really have a lot of stuff on Jouer. I think I have a highlighter or something like that, but I was in Sephora swatching, always doing what I'm not supposed to be doing in Sephora, and I swatched this, and the one swatch on my hand, I was like, wow, because I hadn't really seen a lot of reviews, but I really didn't look for like a review. I I didn't even notice they had a concealer, honestly. And I'm just going to swatch it for you guys. There's something about this concealer. And I have it in the shade, oh my God. You know what? I have to get my glasses because I want to tell you guys the shade that I have. I have it in the shade, oh. This is the shade Coffee. And it has a very pleasant smell. I just love the way this concealer sits on the skin. Look at that. So pretty. And it's very full coverage. I'm wearing it today. I try to wear some of the stuff that I'm talking about as my favorites, but it's so pretty. I just love the way it sits under the eye. And it's very, for lack of a better word, it has like a moistness to it. And even when you powder it, it doesn't like cake together. I love this concealer and I'm glad I just covered it. And then lastly, the Elf concealer. This is $5. I think this is a dupe for Shape Tape. Could be a little better than Shape Tape. But I've been loving this concealer. I have to mix two. I haven't had a chance to go back to try to find like one single shade. So I've been mixing, this is Deep Cinnamon, and I think the other one is Deep, I don't know what the other one is, but it's like really yellow. So I've been mixing the two. Continuing on with complexion products, I have been obsessed with my Fenty powders, the Pro Filt'r powders. When I initially got these powders, I got this shade Hazelnut and I got this shade Honey. I've since went back. I've gotten two more. I've gotten Cashmere. No, Cashmere. I've gotten Cashew. Not Cashmere. I've gotten the shade Cashew and I got the shade Coffee because I was thinking to have like a darker powder for the summer or to contour. The Coffee shade though is very, very cool. It's like a grayish brown. So it would be perfect for a contour, but I don't really reach for one that much. But I love these powders because they are matte powders, I feel, but it doesn't look too matte. It doesn't like mattify your skin too much. It sets my concealer perfectly. I've been dusting Hazelnut over my face because I haven't been powdering that much these days. And I love Honey for my under eye. I've been struggling to put them down and to reach for other products. That's how much I love this these powders. And as a base and as a primer, I have been loving my MAC strobe creams. And these have been out for years, according to the sales girl. I've heard about it, but I'm not sure how long these tinted ones have been out, but I am obsessed. And I have Goldlite. That's what it's called, right? And this is Peach. I'm wearing Peach today under my foundation. It smells amazing. If you own strobe cream, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, MAC really has some products that are just staples and just stands out. And I think this strobe cream is one of them. And this with the luminous finish it gives, it blends out so nicely. What I love about this, cause some glowy primers or whatever you want to call them when you put your foundation on, it'll get that rolly like texture to it. This doesn't do that. Everything I've worn with this has sit very nicely on my skin. I love how it looks as the day go on and it starts to like, you know, mix with my foundation. It makes my skin just look nice and healthy and glowy. I'm obsessed with this. I'm going to keep repurchasing this over and over and over. And you just need a little, I just squeeze like, I do one squeeze and I rub it together and I put it on my face, especially my T-zone. And I absolutely love that. So still speaking of complexion, my favorite foundation tool right now is this Elf sponge. It's dirty, but this is what it looks like. Ooh, that was quick. This sponge. I'm gonna be one of those people, and this is not hyperbole. This is better than the Beauty Blender sponge, and I own the Beauty Blender. What I love about this sponge is because I find a lot of people, when they decide to dupe the Beauty Blender, it's always almost like rubber. It's smooth and it's stiff and it's rubbery. This isn't. Look at that. Look at the bounce on this. And you can see the ridges of the sponge. It's actually even softer, I think, than the Beauty Blender. But I think where, for me, and this is all my opinion, where I put it over the beauty blender is this part. This flat part right here. And I know there's a lot of beauty sponges out there with this part. I haven't tried them. I just tried that Morphe sponge, which I hated because it has that rubber texture. When you go like that, it's like it just puts everything on so quickly, so smoothly, and I love it. And it doesn't fall apart as easily as the beauty blender either, because a lot of times when the constant washing with my beauty blender, because every time I use my beauty blender, I try to wash it, I'll immediately start getting, you know, it'll start coming apart. This hasn't, and I've been washing this quite a bit because every time I've used my foundation, I've just been rotating this. I haven't broken this one out. And I actually went on the website because, like I had said in a few videos back, my Elf store closed, and I ordered 5 more of these sponges. I'm obsessed, and I'm afraid they're going to discontinue it or something, and I'm going to be left without. Okay. So moving on to the eyes, there's a few palettes that I have been loving, and this art library palette from MAC, which I was so like, when I got it, and now I'm obsessed with this palette. I think this is probably the best formula that I wish the shadows weren't on the plastic, that MAC I think has made. These are fantastic. I did a little demo of this palette also on my channel. This is so pretty. The colors are so rich, so buttery. As soon as you put it on your eyes, they're so pigmented. I love this palette so much so that I actually went to MAC again, and this is the what is this? This is the Flameboyant palette, by the way. And I got the It's Designer palette. Now, if you know me, I'm a neutral girl, but I was so impressed with the formulas of those, I went back and I actually got the It's Designer palette, which I think, who knows, a year ago, 2 years ago, I would never pick up a palette like this. But I was so inspired by that one and the texture of those shadows, I picked this one up. I'm actually wearing 2 of the shades today. I'm wearing this beautiful orange shade right here, and on the outer edge, I'm actually wearing this pink shade. I never thought I would wear pink and orange together, but here I am, and they are so pigmented. They're so pigmented, they actually stained my makeup brush. They are so pretty. I mean, these shadows are really, really beautiful. And in this palette, also they have 2 gold shades. I mean, that's perfect. I love gold, but I'm trying to be a little bit more, I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a little bit with eyeshadows, but I'm not the type that's gonna sit and like put all the shades together. I mean, that's not my thing. I've seen people use it and they've done like a cut crease and they've used a lot of shades and it looks very colorful, but for me, I don't know. I don't want to look like one of those little canary birds. I'm going to take it one step at a time. I'm probably going to use like 1 shade at a time. Another eyeshadow palette I've been enjoying is this little palette from Huda Beauty. And this was an impulse buy while I was online to go to the cashier. You know, when you're in Sephora and you're on the line, there's so much stuff around. I mean, they just know what they're doing. They just cater to all... They cater to people like me who cannot help themselves and who needs help. And I saw this little palette, I opened it, and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. And I picked it up and I love it. These shades are so pretty, so me. You have browns and golds and oranges and yellow in there. And I love this brown shade at the bottom. I actually smoked out my lash line with this shade right here on the bottom. And this is I think this is her Obsessions. She has a whole bunch of them. I own another one, but this is the Topaz. Okay, another love. And no surprise, my Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. Totally obsessed. I'm thinking of getting a backup of this. I'm not sure. Is this limited edition? I have to find that out, but I would love to get a backup of it. This is so good. This is like, oh, amazing. I've spoken about this so much times on my channel. Another cheek product that I've been loving is my Danessa Myricks, my Dewy Wet Balm. This is in hot water. I included this in one of my videos when I did my glass skin look. This is so pretty. I have a little bit on today, not a lot. I put a little bit right here on my cheekbones. This is what it looks like. Doesn't really have color, but if you want that nice wet look, and I think this also can be very editorial, because like when you look at her page, she'll like put it all over the model. It looks amazing. I love it. I have a lot more stuff than I thought I would have. And speaking of Danessa Myricks, I also have this little palette from her. It's her Luxe Cream palette. I think this is more for a makeup artist, but I couldn't help myself. I kept seeing her using it in her stories, and it's so pretty. These are all cream bases. They are so pretty. And I got it, I would say almost like 2-3 months ago, and I was intimidated and I didn't really use it. But I've recently started using it and I love it. This is what they look like. They're all cream, like I said. And you can use them as bases. You can see that is so pretty. You can put it on your eye as a base. You can put it on your cheek. You can put it on your lips. You can put it like anywhere. I think this is perfect for somebody who is a makeup artist. But I have been using it and I love it. I wore it yesterday and I had a little bit of this on my lip yesterday. It's very pretty. This color on the bottom here is so pretty. I've been using this as a base on my eye. And I wish they would put Danessa Myricks in Sephora or something. I think she's definitely worth it. Like, if you're a makeup lover, you should definitely check out Danessa Myricks. And what I love about when I purchase from her, the shipping is like really fast. Like, you'll order something, like the next day you'll get a notification, and maybe like the next day or 2 days later you'll get your product. As far as lips, I've been loving a lot of lipsticks. I do have a lot of lipsticks, but this little lipstick here from L'Oreal is the Le Chocolat line. I don't see the name on it. I don't know if it fell off, but it's the brown one. And what a beautiful, I don't love the applicator. I mean, it's not bad, but it's so wonky. I always feel as though it's gonna fall off. And this is so pretty, and it smells amazing. It smells like hot chocolate with like vanilla, but it's such a beautiful color. I think it'll look good on anybody. Like, if you're really light, you can do like a minimal eye and put this on. It's such a beautiful, and it's very comfortable on the lips as well. All right, so a few more things. I've been loving this lip scrub from MAC, and the Prep and Prime lip balm. I got this as a present for my niece over Christmas, and I'm obsessed. Every time I'm going to do my makeup, I usually prep my lips with this. It makes your lips so soft, so moist, and I wear a lot of liquid lipsticks, and it helps to like smooth out your lips. Your lips feel amazing. And this also came in that it was like in a set, and it's their lip scrub, and this smells like cane sugar. It's so good, and this does a beautiful job of like really scrubbing your lips. And after I use it, my lips feel like very velvety and smooth. It almost feels as though I put Vaseline on it. This is like really, really good. I've been enjoying this lip scrub a lot. And oh, I forgot. Of course, I've been obsessed with my Benefit Hoola Toasted bronzer. I use it to contour. I have it on. This is all I've been reaching for as far as contouring. I think they did a fantastic job with this. I see they have a huge, a much bigger size of the original Hoola. I wish they would make a bigger size of this, because I would definitely purchase this. I love the color. I think it's so pretty. It's so soft. It's so smooth. It blends out amazing. Love the brush that comes with it as well. Now, I have 3 products here that didn't work for me. I don't like. And the first one is this Becca, the Ultimate Coverage Concealer. I don't know what they were thinking with this. This is, and you know what, I hate like bashing stuff. I think this is like the worst concealer I've ever tried. This is like a creamy, sticky, syrupy mess. Look, it's not even swatching on my hand. It's so thick. It almost feels as though like when something goes bad, and I know it didn't go bad because I swatched the others. I actually went back into Sephora to swatch the others to just to double check that nothing was wrong with mine. And this is the consistency of this concealer. It's horrible. I hate this concealer. Another product that I bought and I didn't like was this lip gloss from Too Faced. I think this is in, what's the shade of this? See, I have to get my glasses because I have to give you guys the shade of this. This is in Pretty Bunny. This is such a shimmer. I love a shimmery lip gloss. I'm wearing a lip gloss today, but this was just like a glittery mess. I hated the way it felt on my lips. This was an impulse buy. I saw it, I picked it up. Total disaster. I don't know why I haven't brought it back. Hate that. And this product from Ole Henriksen, I'm so disappointed. This dark spot remover toner. Thank God it wasn't as expensive as his other products. And I love his banana eye cream. I love the Sea Rush cream and his serum. That's all I use. And, you know, because of my melasma, I've been trying everything to get rid of, like, you know, the dark pigmentation. And I'm up to here, and I think I should see some kind of result. I haven't seen anything. What's been helping me is that little Menthone cream I put like in the areas where I need it, and my sunscreen. This is a dud. I don't see any results with this. I'm gonna continue. I don't know. I'm gonna finish it because I mean it does clean up my face after I take my makeup off, like get off whatever is left. But I don't see I don't get it. Like this is not working for me. Anyway, guys, I don't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to sit down and talk about the products that I've been enjoying. I love videos like this because I always like to see what people are liking, what they're loving. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I see you. I appreciate you so much. And I'm going to see you again in my next video. Bye, guys.